Small and medium enterprises are sort of the heart of every economy because they are the ones who actually generate a lot of jobs. They have an impact on wages, on inequality. And in many countries, including Singapore, small startups are also a source of innovation. Having the small and medium enterprises thrive is actually key to almost every economy. Now, if I look at today's world, there is a lot of uncertainty going on, and the natural question becomes, how are SMEs going to thrive in scenarios of global volatility? But at the same time, small and medium enterprises, because they are not so much exposed to international shocks, if they're sort of domestically focused, so naturally they are a little bit insulated from geopolitical shocks, from economic shocks. But at the same time, the world is very interconnected. For instance, Donald Trump wins the US elections. Almost all economists think that he's going to introduce tariffs, and that's going to lead to a spike in inflation. If there's a spike in inflation, then central banks have to adjust interest rates. The MAS will think about changing its exchange rate policy. So the SMEs therefore will, through this indirect channels, start getting impacted. But I think from the SMEs perspective, rather than thinking about how to cope with these geopolitical shocks, what they need to do is two things. The first thing is they need to understand the transmission mechanisms so that they are not constantly surprised as to how they might be impacted. The second thing that they really need to focus on, which is completely independent of geopolitical shocks, is innovation. Because they are also the drivers of innovation, and the huge amount of technological changes that are happening, especially in artificial intelligence, how they adopt that, how they adapt that, how they digitize, this is going to have a far bigger impact on them than whether Trump wins power or what happens within US-China tensions.
Canon, delighting you always.